Alright, so now this is all ready for balance. So I'm going to balance it. So we got an axle sitting right here. It's a good thing to have. Usually I got something to go over to hold it, but it's going to be me today. Okay, all you do is rotate your axle and see how it's dropping pretty heavily. It's called gravity. Works really good. Now, take care of the friction of the bearings. You got to rotate a little bit. On a Timken, you want to make sure the bearings are seated if you can. This appears to be the heavy spot. Valve stem's right here, so if you want, you back it up 90 degrees and try it again. This thing's dropping like a rock. It's real heavy on this side. And the valve stem is in the same spot it was, it looks like. You're moving the axle back and forth real quick to let the bearings kind of settle in. So that's the heavy spot right there. So the valve stem's right here, center line was right here, and the wheel. We took off one weight, it ain't gonna be anywhere near enough. That thing is out, ounces out, not, this is like a half an ounce, this thing's out probably 3 ounces, I bet. So you put the weights down here right opposite from the heavy side. This is heavy, this is light, they go over here. So those 3 spokes over there is where you're gonna have to put it. Excuse me. But this weight, like I said, it ain't anywhere near big enough. We need a real weight. Multiple real weights. So, over here is my weights. So we also need a valve stem cover. Looks like keeping dirt out of my cores and my tubes, so give me a valve stem cover. So the back ones, I have the one that comes with, that you can take it off, but the front ones I always like having the solid ones, like that. More dressy. I don't know if you have one in the back yet, I'll take a look. Okay, what do we got up in here? Where's my weights? Not seeing my weights. Yeah, they're over there. Trap door. Weights. Oh yeah, there's one big bag of them. For mag wheels we use BBs. We put 2 ounces of BBs in there. These are used ones that have been in there for a few thousand miles. You see what they look like used. They're dirty but still good. I use airsoft BBs, 0.2. I usually try to use the best ones I can get, so I'm using these Lancer tactical ones. So, here's what the new ones look like. So on a little small wheel like that 21 there, you'd probably put like 1.5 ounces in there. On the rear wheel I'll put 2 ounces, on a car I run 3 ounces, and truck wheels I put 4. And they actually do work very well. Now if you want to put them on an inner tube, they actually sell truck stops. They have the ones that go inside the inner tubes. The trucks, semi-trucks use them. You can buy them there. They have little small BBs that actually go through the valve stem core. You take the core out, put them in there, and put it back in. You can do that. Oh, I didn't check for an air leak. Put a little spit on your finger and go across the top. See how you got liquid across the top there, but there's no bubble. No bubble means no leak. If you don't think you didn't have a bubble in there, you need some spit. You put another layer of it in there. Looks good to me. Alright. So put our valve stem cover on there. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay, so weights. Barnett makes the weights. They're expensive, but they work. There's some old ass ones. These are used ones. Some of these used ones. New ones are chrome. They're chrome plated steel. And heat treated too. Okay, these look like 3/4. These big fat ones are 1 ounces. We're going to use the 2 big fat ones right off the bat. These are brand new zinc plated ones. I like using these on old bikes. Chrome doesn't look as good on old bikes, but I'm going to use these here. These are 3/4 ounce ones here. And I've got some used ones of these, I think, in here. Yep. Used. Yeah, looks maybe used. That's definitely used. We'll go with some used ones. And we have this old used one here. See, that's 1/2 ounce, 3/4 ounce, 1 ounce. They're bigger diameter too, see. Okay, let's see across the top. Hammer. So you just beat these on with a hammer. Dinner bell. Okay, those are just on there for now for checking. So I got 3 3/4 ounces on there. This is our heavy spot was over here, so I put this at 90 degrees. Let's see what we got. Oh, look at that. Pretty close. Spin it a little bit more. It's trying to drop, but not much. Do another 120 shift. Okay, there's our heavy spot going down somewhere. Oh, I think my brake rotor is touching the edge of the bench. Looks like our heavy spot moved a little bit on us. Okay, heavy spot's down here now. The weights are over here. They need to be over there, so I'm going to take one of these and move it over the other direction. So I moved it over 4 spokes, so 2 spokes are on one side, weights on one side, the other one's on the other, so I don't put them all on one side of the spokes. I split them up. See, those 2 are on this side, this one's on this side. Okay, let's see what we got this time. Not really moving. Spin at 120. Do a rotational deal. Looks like it's coming back on us a little bit. Make sure you're not dragging on the workbench over like I was. Where's the weights now? The weights are over here. So the weight now wants to be over here now. Let's turn it again. See what we got. It's dropping very slightly to 180. This time it should go. About the same. I'm going to move this over two and put it between the other two. Try it again. We're pretty close, but it's not moving there. Turn it 180. Make sure you're off the bench. It's not moving. Put them on the bottom, 90 degrees from where it was. Wiggle, wiggle. See, I'm induced. If you go too slow, you induce movement. Camera's a little off, isn't it? Oh well. There, down there, you'll see it better. So if I rotate the axle, see it'll it gets warm enough speed. That's why you can go back and forth real quick. Not really moving. And do another 180. So where's the weights are on top now? I think I'm pretty much inducing all the movement. Turn 90 degrees again. Okay, right there. Wiggle, wiggle, doesn't do much. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So it's called static balancing it. You don't have to go all the way down, just enough. If they're on there pretty hard, that's how far you go. I just want to make sure they're on there at least 1/8 of an inch beating on them. So none of these are all the way down. Now the further these go down, the more it puts weight over here also, so it does make a difference. So what's nice about this is you can take the weights and move them. If the balance becomes too heavy over here, you can take these two weights right here. If it's still centered here, you can take these two weights and move them over 2 spokes each way. It'll drop the weight down, but you have the same number of weights on the bike, but the weight from the heavy, it'll make the balance of the wheel better. As you spread this apart, the weight stays the same that you're adding, but the total weight on the outside is lower. So the imbalance becomes less. I don't have to explain that very well, but that's how it works. There's also a theory if you have a weight over here and a weight over here, it'll be more dynamically balanced. I do it this way on my race bike. I don't care about their theories. My theory is I turn the throttle wide open, I go down the track, and if it's nice when I'm done, I'm happy. That's how it works. If the wheel's bouncing all over the place, there's probably a problem. If the wheel is wearing unevenly, there's probably a problem. If you don't have any of those problems, then it's probably not a problem. I have simple theories. If it works, good. All right, so now we can go ahead and put the wheel up onto the bike. So let me get this clear off. I'll be right back.